Amara was beautiful in a way that made people uncomfortable. Not just the kind of beauty you notice in passing, but the kind that clung to memory, the kind of beauty that made men forget themselves and women stop mid-sentence. Her skin held the warm hue of evening sun. Her lips were soft but firm, her eyes dark, steady, and ancient, eyes that told stories no one had heard yet. But in her small village on the border of Anambra and Enugu, beauty was not always a blessing. It was currency, a kind of dangerous wealth, one that others tried to spend on your behalf. Her mother, Mama Ngozi, saw the danger long before Amara did. "You think beauty feeds you?" Mama would ask, her voice sharp as a kitchen knife she used to slice yam. "You think it builds house, keeps man, raises children? Beauty not shadow. It follows you, but it cannot carry you." But Amara wasn't listening. She was only 17 then, full of life, full of dreams, full of Instagram. Every evening she'd scroll through her friend's tiny cracked phone screen, her heart aching with longing. Girls like her, but somehow shinier, standing in hotels, holding wine glasses, waist snatched, brows drawn, faces lit with filters and foreign glow. She wanted that life, not just the comfort of it, but the recognition. She wanted the world to look at her and say, "There goes someone who made it." At 19, she got her chance. It came in the form of Chucks, a man with low voice, soft hands, and a black Prado that made noise even before it turned the corner. He wasn't the most handsome, but he had the most things: gold chain, clean shoes, a phone that lit up her whole face. He came through the village twice, then stayed longer the third time. He noticed Amara. More importantly, he made Amara feel noticed. He told her she was too fine to be wasting in that dusty village, that she belonged in Lagos, living in air-conditioned apartments and posing for photos on balconies. "You no fit day chop fufu every day," he said, laughing, brushing dust from her shoulder. "See as your skin fine, na Victoria Island you suppose day." She laughed, but she believed him. When she told Mama Ngozi she was leaving with him, her mother cried. Not the loud kind of wailing, but a quiet mourning, the kind that shakes the soul. "He will leave you Amara," she said, wiping her face with the edge of her wrapper. "They always leave. And when he does, your beauty will not feed your belly." Amara didn't reply. She didn't even pack much. Just one bag. Her head full of fire, her chest full of hope, her mouth full of goodbye. Lagos welcomed her with blinding lights and noise that never slept. It was everything she had imagined, and yet nothing she expected. The air smelled like ambition and fuel. Everywhere people rushed. Into buses, into buildings, into dreams. Chucks kept his promise. At first, he gave her a one-room flat in Surulere, filled the fridge with groceries, gave her pocket money. He took her to parties where she met other girls who smiled without warmth and men who watched her too long. But with every week, he came less often, then once a month, then not at all. One morning, she woke up to a blinking message. "I'm out. You're on your own now." That was it. No explanations. No transport money. Nothing. She stared at the screen for hours. She waited for days. Then weeks. He never returned. And by the time her belly started to swell, she already knew he wasn't coming back. The pregnancy was hard. She had no job, no savings, and too much pride to return home. She worked odd jobs, cleaning hair salons, washing clothes for bankers, sometimes begging at night near traffic lights. But Lagos doesn't care about broken hearts. It moves on. She gave birth to a boy, Chima, in a rundown clinic behind church. The nurse pitied her and waved off the bill. A year later, she had Ada, another child, another mouth, another reminder of everything she had lost. But she loved them deeply, fiercely. In their eyes, she saw reason to keep going. Chima's laughter sounded like morning bells. Ada's little hands made her feel needed. Even in hunger, their presence gave her warmth. But love doesn't pay rent. And Lagos landlords don't accept emotion. The house leaked. The neighbors complained. The rice was always finished. And the last time she tried to beg at the bus stop, someone called her lazy prostitute. She felt her soul withering. It was on one of those broken days that she met Madame Eno. She was sitting in the waiting room of a government clinic, trying to cool Ada's fever. The woman walked in, dressed too nicely for place. Gold earrings, clean hands, calm voice. She smiled at Amara, sat near her, asked questions. "Your daughter is beautiful," Madame said. "You must be a good mother." Amara didn't reply. She was too tired. Then Madame leaned in and whispered, "There's a way I can help you. Help them too." Amara looked at her properly then. "I know some people. Abroad. They want children. They'll treat them like kings and queens. Your babies will grow up in mansions, with education, comfort, security." Amara frowned. "You mean adoption?" Madame nodded. "Private adoption. You give them. You move on. You start fresh. Maybe open a shop. Begin again." Amara's stomach turned. Then Madame pulled a note from her purse. 1,000 Nigerian nairas. Just one. She held it like it was something sacred. "This is just the start. More will come when the process is complete. 1,000 Nigerian nairas. The amount you spend in one market visit. Not enough for even one full bag of rice." Amara laughed, but it wasn't joy. It was despair. She stared at the note, then at Ada, then at her cracked nails and bare feet. She didn't sleep that night. She held Chima in one arm, Ada in the other. They were crying. She was crying. The entire house felt like a coffin. Rain hit the zinc roof hard, like judgment. She whispered a prayer. Then another. No answer. By dawn, she had decided. She handed the children over in the back of a car parked near a warehouse. No ceremony. No last hug. Just a paper, a promise, and the sound of 2 doors closing. She stood there after the car drove off, holding the 1,000 Nigerian nairas note. Her hands trembled. Her legs gave way. She fell to the floor. From that day, her house grew quieter than a graveyard. She stopped eating, stopped talking, stopped moving. She clutched their baby clothes like sacred relics, smelling them every night, pretending they were still there. Neighbors whispered. Some pitied her. Others insulted her. She sold her children for less than recharge card. Amara didn't respond. She only rocked herself on the floor, whispering their names again and again. She might have died that way if not for a woman from a local NGO who found her unconscious at the roadside. She took her in, gave her soup, gave her silence, gave her safety. Days later, Amara told her story. Every detail, every regret, every tear. The woman didn't judge. She wept with her. And then she went to work. What followed was a long journey. Court cases, police raids, arrests. Madame Eno was not a savior. She was part of a child trafficking ring. The children were tracked. Through documents, reports, and coordination with a foreign welfare agency, Chima and Ada were found, alive, safe, in South Africa. They had been adopted by a wealthy couple who were told their mother had died. But now, the truth emerged. Amara spoke with them over video first. Their voices had changed, their accents different, but their eyes the same. She wept. "I didn't sell you because I didn't love you," she said. "I sold you because I didn't think I deserved you, because the world made me feel like you'd be better off without me." There was silence. Then Ada leaned forward. "You used to sing to me," she said. "I remember." 2 years later, Amara was granted visitation. The first hug was awkward, shy, unsure. Then Chima wrapped his arms around her waist, and Ada leaned into her chest. They stayed there for minutes, not talking, just breathing together. Some decisions are made out of hunger, not hatred. Some wounds don't heal completely, but they close enough to breathe again. And though she would carry her guilt forever, Amara got something many never do, a second chance. 1,000 Nigerian nairas, a price too small, a loss too great, a love too deep to stay buried forever. Share with the world. White heavy check mark like this video. White heavy check mark subscribe to the channel. White heavy check mark leave a comment with your thoughts or prayer, because someone out there needs to hear this. This is Arizona storytelling. Until next time, keep feeling, keep watching, and never stop listening.